So it is currently Tuesday and just getting a few things done around home. It's already afternoon. At least I showered today. I probably should go run errands and I need to do some job hunting online because I'm going to start looking for a job now in the new city that we moved to. And I was just thinking that it's been so long since I did a video and I need to update on where I'm at with bright line eating, but honestly I haven't done a video because I haven't been doing well with bright line eating. I've been slacking, I've been just kind of intuitive eating, if you could even call it that. I've been staying completely gluten-free, which is my probably number one priority, but now I feel like weight is starting to creep back on me, so I really need to start being more vigilant about weighing the portions and weighing my food and only eating at mealtime, no snacking, that kind of thing. I've been usually having late breakfast, really late lunch, and then dinner, but obviously what I'm doing isn't going to work long term, and I need to find something that, combines like bright line eating and the way I want to eat so that I can do it for my life. Because I found with bright line eating I could do it when I had the motivation of losing weight, and it was like, oh, I feel good, I look good, losing these 10 pounds or whatever it was that I eventually ended up sitting at and not losing any more than that. But I kind of lost my motivation. So I have to find a new motivation other than just looking good. I mean, one of them that kind of goes along with that is fitting into my clothes, because if I start to not fit into my clothes, then I know I've got a problem, because I do not want to buy new clothes and I do not want to have to go up a size. Part of that is vanity and part of that is sanity, and just knowing that to be healthy I should stay at the size I know I should be, because that's when I'm at my healthy weight. I think size sometimes for, I want to say for women, but probably for men too, is almost more telling, like the clothes in your closet that you already have, whether you're able to fit in them or not, is almost more telling than the scale. Because if you, for example, start a weightlifting program, you're probably going to start weighing a little bit more because you're going to start to get muscles. So, I don't know. I had a body scan done at the new gym that I joined here. It was required. I didn't really want to, but so I was forced to find out my body fat percentage and all of the other things, all of the other data that they give you. It's kind of scary in my position, because I have some goals I need to attain in that department, as far as fat loss, just fat loss mostly, because my muscle mass is great. I don't need to gain any muscle, they said, but I need to lose fat to get back into the healthy range for a woman my age and height. So just a little bit too much fat, and I know that I think my life has been a little bit more sedentary since moving here. There's not as great of a place to walk. If you just go right out of my house, there's not trails or even like a place conducive to walking really, other than just our neighborhood. And our neighborhood isn't like blocks, like straight blocks, it's kind of winding. So there's really only one or two places to go where you make like a loop. And I don't know. I really prefer walking on a trail or around a lake or a pond, something that's like kind of meant for walking, other than just a neighborhood. So I'm picky, and I was kind of spoiled in that way in our last neighborhood, that we had a big green space right across the street from our house that I could walk, or actually there was a nice pond just like a quarter mile away that you could run around, and that was about a mile. If you left from my house and we ran around the pond and got back home, it was about a mile, and I knew that. So health goals, weight loss goal, I won't say weight loss, I'll say fat loss goals are definitely on my brain now. And another thing that's motivating me currently is the fact that we have a trip coming up to Orlando in a couple months. So, I mean, I know we'll be taking pictures. Of course, you take pictures when you go to Disney World and everything. So I don't want to look at the pictures and be embarrassed of the way I look because I'm, 5 or 10 pounds heavier than I want to be. So it's another motivating factor. I know it sounds vain, but whatever it takes, right? Because I need motivation at this point. It's been a rough transition moving to a different state and not knowing anybody. And although our neighbors are so nice and so welcoming, it's been great. But me not working and not having like a automatic inroad with a community or support, it's been a tough transition. And I am a person that likes to be by myself. I like to be alone, but I know that I have a tendency to isolate anyway. So I know after a while I have to push myself to do these things like join groups or get a job with, community. And we have a church, so that's great. We're starting to get involved in our church more, starting to go through like the membership class. So that's going to help a lot. That's a big component of our lives. Otherwise, I haven't weighed myself in probably 3 weeks. Let me just fix this on my phone. It's kind of going dead. But I haven't weighed myself in a while. Little bit afraid to step on the scale and see the number because I know I'm not going to like it. I can just tell by looking at myself in the mirror without clothes on that I'm not totally happy with where I am. So, you're supposed to be happy with wherever you are, but I know that I have some ways to go. So, gotta get back on it. I've been eating carbs at every meal, pretty much, like a potato or a rice or something like that. Even I've been eating some potato chips, which is not good. Those aren't good for you, and I know that. So I've been giving in to little temptations here and there, like potato chips, and occasionally a little bowl of ice cream. Probably should not even have dairy, but I'm still eating dairy. So that's where I'm at. Things are getting better. It's cooling off here a little bit, not very much, but today, for example, it's a lot nicer, a lot more cloudy, and a lot cooler than it has been. So the climate is warmer down here. It's been rough being motivated to do anything outside because it's so hot and humid. So just getting used to that as well. But I'm very fortunate that I've had these months to get settled and have time for myself. I'm very fortunate for that. But now I need to start looking for a job and start getting serious and more responsible for myself and my health and my well-being, physically and mentally. So I'm working on it. It's always a process. But I hope everyone is doing well out there, and I've missed making videos. Once I start eating right, I will, record more of my meals. The reason I haven't recorded my meals is because they're not really Brightline compliant, probably unless you were like a male, with the carb and everything. So, and probably not enough vegetables. So there you have it. Been lazy. Just haven't been wanting to cook the vegetables, prepare the vegetables, or make the salads. I was in a zone there for a while with salads, like maybe a year ago before the romaine thing happened, and there was no romaine for like 2 months. But before that happened, I was eating a salad, not every night, but close to every night, and it was satisfying me, and I felt so much lighter and better in the morning having a salad for dinner. So I want to get back to that. It's just, gotta go to the grocery store more often for those fresh produce, the lettuce and vegetables, got to go to the grocery store more often, got to chop and chew and everything. So I know what it takes, and it's just a matter of making yourself do it. So, all right. Well, nice to see you all, and I hope you're having a great day, and I will see you soon. Bye.